tune, flow sinister. I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers. I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys. Drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not India. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VVs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Wake up, repeat the sins. 8, I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat it. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years career minimum. Hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, The opposite team will be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time that they call his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that.
And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally,
he's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette to about the 26 here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that one.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. To throw is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, you don't want a coach in Charles to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries and 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 24, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. That's good for Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, Watson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 12
more yards. That's another Browns. First down. First and 10.
Again, it's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, Exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the ball. That's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Miller, the man in motion. Brady will try again on second down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack backs him up, third and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third and long, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Complete to Scott Miller. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Brady now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen Hey, third down situation. Big third down alert. Lock in here. Fourth down play. Make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force third and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on third down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that could be important as that makes us a 16-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game starting the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A give running right is Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from the 20. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Julio Jones, 36 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. Brady will look to throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has. And it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but under.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson. But he showed what he's got there. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Chubb will get the call, running left. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Brady got to have this one. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
It's a gain of play.
On first down, Brady finding Otton once more. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
11 more yards. That's outside.
From midfield, here's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. Second down, here's Chubb again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
It's 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go up the middle with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 50-yard line.
Throwing now, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TV. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 at the Buccaneers' 28-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go from Nashville. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
72. Hey, check it. Cover.
Now Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Brady. Otten brings it in over the middle. Fighting through it. He's got space. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at him right now. Instead, it went against him.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Brady now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Brady to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Again, it's Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Watson on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think of it.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans!
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The return from his end zone is Grant. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away without not being picked off?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Watson. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They run for it with Hunt. And he's got room. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
York able to send this one through, and that gets him back within 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Brady to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football. Brady
going to go on 4th down. And it's is incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Another completion here to Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Succop for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way. Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here. Now we could see points the other way here. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Brady. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Watson now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The tackle there by John Johnson. 2nd down at 5. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised, because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson buying time to his left, and he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now here's another interception. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's rush coming, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. On the draw, this is Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Brady going to look to throw. And this one too low.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Brady to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mike Edwards picks it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Brady to throw on third and 1. Oh, wide open, complete. 20, 10, 5. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.